Alright, we're back with another streaming episode with my shaman. It's been quite some time since I've streamed last or done any videos, and you're probably wondering, where the heck have you been, Dinkle? What have you been doing? Or maybe not, either way. Life has been busy. Dealing with some transitioning stuff at work and some kid stuff at home. What else? I mean, that's really just the big gist of it. I've been struggling with some mental health issues, and so it's made me less wanting to do any types of videos recently, even though I think I should probably get back in the swing of things. People have been asking for more guides, and I should probably do those. Those take a lot of energy from me. But we will make it happen. I'm just resetting my instance, so... So yeah, we're going to do some Wailing Caverns today. And then, depending on how things go, might do some other stuff too, like coding or whatnot, so we'll see. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I thought about maybe just doing coding on the opening of my live streams, and I don't know. We'll see. I'm just trying to figure out how to get back in the swing of things. It's really just not been easy to actually sit down and produce videos. Streaming is a little bit more manageable, but I feel like coding streams are just kind of boring, so need to figure that out. And let me turn that down a little bit. Taking a look-see at single-player stuff to give it a whirl myself. Don't know what to make for one. Yeah, so there's a lot of options. I'd say if you want to do player bots, go with single-player project. However, Vanilla and TBC are good. Wrath, not so much. And then if you wanted to do NPC bots, then Azerothcore or Trinity is the way to go for sure. Player bots are okay. I did manage to actually merge NPC bots and player bots the other week. I think it was the other week. There seems to be a huge performance issue with player bots, so I don't know when I'll try it again, but maybe in the future I'll try to merge the two again. I just think it's kind of hard to maintain both because you're always having to deal with some major differences in code between the two forks, so yeah. So I guess determine whether or not, RP elements are important to you, or if you'd rather have competent bots. Although it seems like player bots have come a long way as well, so that's my advice. Desire coding my own private server in the advent of endless TBC disappointing me and wanting to compete with TurtleWow. Yeah. I think TBC is awesome, and especially the single-player project TBC version is actually coded pretty good. I think they're pretty much the... C-Mangos is pretty much the go-to when it comes to TBC servers, so for repacks at least. But it's also nothing stopping you from going and doing like Azerothcore and restoring old content through the individual progression. Yes, you would have Wrath toolkits and whatnot, but if you really worked hard, you could probably restore TBC toolkits. But yeah, V Mangoes for vanilla, C Mangoes for TBC, and then Azerothcore or Trinity for Wrath of the Lich King. Yeah, yeah. I'm down for it. I really like TBC. I think TBC is fantastic. I guess my only sad thing about TBC is it wasn't bigger. Like I love the zones. I just wanted more of them. But yeah, I mean it was definitely deeper rather than wider, and Blizzard could have probably gone wider on that one. But hey, Dacky, how's it going? But yeah, I'm looking forward to TBC. I think TBC is awesome. I've actually been doing a lot of modifications for TBC stuff lately. I don't really like the badge system from TBC, so I split up the badges into 3 different groups. We'll see how that goes. Why, hello there, Mr. Belgarth. Yeah, V-Mangos is super solid for vanilla. There's not as much like modding support for it, but if you're wanting to be authentic anyways, you don't really need much. Could alternatively do C-Mangos and heavily mod the TBC to be far more custom and also shut off Outland, as I want to overhaul the entire story of it. Choice paralyzed, yeah. Well, I would say, this is my personal opinion, that content didn't really get lost in TBC, whereas with Wrath of the Lich King you have to restore a lot of lost content, so I would say do TBC and you have less to worry about losing in the future. But if you start with vanilla and you try wanting to have some of those TBC systems and you just don't know how to implement them, then it might hurt, like bite you in the butt later. So that's my advice. I think if you know, I really did think about doing V-Mangos TBC server repack thing, but Azerothcore pretty much had everything I wanted at the time. But I don't know. I get having that paralyzing fear of making the wrong choice, because sometimes I regret not going with Trinity. I don't know. There's good things about both Azerothcore and Trinity. I feel like Azerothcore has made some really stupid changes lately that have made my life difficult when it comes to merge conflicts, but yeah. Never forget Archemu. Yeah, just go with Archemu. I don't know how like complete they were. I gotta be honest, the only other private server I ran personally, other than like C-Mangos and V-Mangos and whatever, was some emulator thing back in like 2005. It was really bad. It was just to explore and look at like items and stuff. Didn't really have any content on it, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think vanilla or TBC are good ways to start. Like I say though, the modding support is generally for Wrath of the Lich King. That's where most people do their modding. But I would say that C-Mangos is really polished when it comes to TBC. V-Mangos really polished when it comes to vanilla. And a lot of the principles that you learn in Wrath emulation modding are applicable for vanilla and TBC as well. It's just harder to retroport certain things if you want to, like models and stuff. Yeah, but it's also simpler, so easier for getting started, because you're only dealing with one version of the game or one expansion versus all three, and then having weirdness between all three versions of the game through Wrath. Archemu was an old emulator. I think it was for Wrath. You see it online sometimes here and there, but yeah. So Belgarth, how are you enjoying retail? Still have Archemu on your hard drive, yeah. I believe it. And all the cores are based off of pretty much the same original core, more or less. Mangos of some form or another. Then got updated over time. Yeah, I'll be honest though, I think it's... Well, I'll be honest in a sec. Belgarth, good when I get a chance to play. Yeah, I thought you were going back to work or something and you'd have more time to do stuff. Oh, what sort of shield do you have? You have a good shield. And do you have shoulders? Yep. Alright. I'm playing a lot of Frost Mage on retail, trying to get last mind X-Pack things. Yeah. I thought about opening up retail again just to look at it. First week is always hectic. Yeah, it's kind of fun that way too. But you also have sharding and all that crap. But yeah, so, okay, moment of honesty. So, I love WoW emulation. I really dislike the modding community. It's heavily monetized. Yes, you have some nice people here and there, and I'm sure that's true of like any modding community, but it seems like all the special people seem to join WoW modding for some reason. So if I wanted to afford Port Caverns of Time, Azure Mist, Blood Mistile, blah blah blah, Sea Mangos would be better to just have it there already. I think you would save yourself a lot of trouble. And I mean, what's the difference really? Is, I guess, like stat ratings, you might have to restore some older versions of the items, but I'm sure you could just dump tables from vanilla into TBC. I could be wrong on that front. Don't quote me on that. But the table structure is pretty much the same, so you could probably do that and get away with it. If you wanted to have like green items in dungeons rather than blue ones again. But I mean, the only thing that really got added to TBC stat-wise was haste, I think, right? And I guess a pseudo form of armor penetration, but not really. I mean, it's the same one that was there for vanilla. So, and then the talents remained pretty much the same. They just increased them. I think it would be easier to revert certain talents if you wanted to. Whereas if you want to revert talents with Wrath of Lich King, you gotta do more work. So. Oh yeah, expertise. I thought that was Wrath of Lich King, but I can't keep track anymore. Yeah, I think weapon skill ratings can kind of get crazy. I've tried keeping weapon skill stuff on some things in vanilla for this Wrath of Lich King server, but it definitely causes some power issues. Makes you hit a lot harder. Yeah, and you can definitely just rework values for Karazhan a lot easier too. I mean, and then rework the items. I think that would be not super easy, but a lot easier. Or just delete everything in there. I did a weird thing. I wanted to keep both the 70 version and have a 60 version, and I didn't really want to create my own custom version, so I just made some loot and had a scaled down version, and then realized it would be better to just use auto balance. So modified that to be enabled all the time. I don't know. It's yeah, Kara's kind of a huge failure in terms of content on the repack, if you ask me, but yeah, no, Shaman's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. I just implemented like Elemental Blast, and then we've had Lava Burst for a while. I'm working on a couple other things, but not sure if you know, but level 70 Kara drops 60 items still. Yeah, it's fine. I don't really care at that point. As long as level 60 players are not getting level 70 loot, then I'm fine with that, and it'll get removed from your bags. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much the gist of Karazhan with at level 60 is there's a script to remove loot from your bags that are level 70 counterparts. I should just rewrite it, but at the very least I have rough ideas of what I want to do. Turtle almost had a good Gilneas city, and then they dropped the ball on the custom storytelling quest design. Sounds like us right now, where we're working on Gilneas, but who knows. It's hard, because it's like, oh, let's implement Worgen, and let's do it before the fall of the Lich King. Why not? It's kind of hard because the storyline just kind of adds up to after Wrath of Lich King, so you've got to make a lot of changes. Do you want heroic versions of all the classic dungeons? Yeah, so those are good. It's a lot easier to make heroic dungeons. Mythic Plus is good once you have like a good base system. I'd say start with challenge modes with affixes, and then you can start working on things like scaling HP values. That's kind of where we're at. So vanilla has challenge modes, and basically it's just affixes, and it has loot attached to it. But it's going to be a lot easier to implement Mythic Plus for TBC as a result. I wish I could drink right now, but I can't. I'm doing the diet mode challenge. I can't eat or drink. Belgarth is I've just been chilling, making a custom continent and story stuff, because why not? Gotta do something in boring meetings, yeah. What custom content or continent are you doing? Are you doing the Eridar place? Thought we were working on freaking Emerald Dream Man. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. For the sub. Let's see. New continent, Belgathia. Yeah, sounds about right. Very little coding experience, so I'm trying to pick up Simongos, like you said, and then I'm working on my editing bare minimums. Yeah, and I like the database structure for Simongos is really nice, and you can do a lot through smart scripts with them. It's really hard to not do good things with Simongos. Nope, fully custom. How come you haven't told me any of this, man? Now I'm excited to see what you've been working on. I want to server. Yeah, I want to server too. Sorry, I'm gonna wait like 15 seconds for my mana. Yeah, I'm getting back into finishing up the cutie blue boss that we have planned. Finishing up tier sets for vanilla. Then probably working on some other balancing stuff, but Belgar says, because I don't want a whole lot to... I can't freaking read. I don't know why I can't read. I don't want a whole lot to show. Yeah, okay. Working on texturing a script. How do I move this stupid icon so I can actually read comments? Hold on. Scrap WMO for it. So are you actually working on Blender stuff now? Because that would be awesome. Are we getting the QD Rage Priest? Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. We're doing weird stuff. It's kind of undecided still what we're doing with talent, but I think the general sort of kind of consensus is extra talents after level 60 that you can choose, but are only available once you reach level 60. Threw a pick and disc earlier. You did, and I missed it. Oh, what is that? What is that from? That looks cool. Kind of like a Hogwarts Karazhan type thing. It'll be good. Blender, man. Okay. Plan A is just have the lore stay at vanilla level and then expand to a separate continuity from retail. Imagine a QD Rage Priest boss, at the very least, yeah. Want to get rid of the old Hillsbrad dungeon in favor of Culling of Strathome, so Thrall's character shilling is minimized. Yeah. I do like the Caverns of Time dungeons though. The Culling of Strathome from Wrath was really good too. Yeah, I mean, definitely my vote is for TBC on your end, but you can do whatever you want. Could otherwise remake old Eastern Kalimdor to be more like Warcraft, Lord of the Clans, cutscenes, and tier 3.5 for raid rather than a mere 5-man. Yeah. I would say that if you're going to do higher tiered raids, just be careful with power creep. Or you could just stat squish things if you wanted to, I guess. Or just barely do little upgrades. I don't know. Power creep's always an issue. Yeah, for TBC we're going to be doing sideways content. So we're going to keep the original TBC stuff, we're going to add on to it. But we're also going to have content in Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor on the decatified zones. If we ever get to it, we just gotta finish up Emerald Dream and Ursa's Lair. Cough, cough. And Gilneas, but Gilneas is pretty close actually. It's not Belgarthia, it's Arcanus. Okay. It's a better name for sure than Belgarthia. Stupid mana, man. The town the tower is going in is Mirathil. I don't even know. I just count on you for lore stuff at this point. My old plans were to do horizontal stuff with Karazhan, Crypt Lowers, Upper Karazhan, so some class specs had alternate gearing methods. Yeah. Play Shadow Priest and Vilna, so sad sometimes. No Hogwazan. Tinkle may have had a good point. It does look like Hogwarts, I'm sorry. Won't get a copyright strike for that, right? Feral Balancered explicitly requires hella PvP and hella PvP and skips PvE almost entirely. Yeah, there's a few other class combos I feel sad about. I still feel I need to do something with Feral on the repack. Someone else who knows what the heck they're doing should do it, because I don't play Feral. Alright, have fun with the whole expansion continent. Let me know when you get back to Emerald Dream, and I'll start slacking off, or I won't, and I'll stop slacking off. I'm just ready to have those 2 dungeons be done, I think, eventually. Within being able to work on scripting and stuff with it by next month would be nice. It would be ideal, because I'm just so ready to move on to TBC for a while. I'm probably just gonna go back and forth between vanilla and TBC for a while, but I think some of the stuff that we've been talking about, I've been talking about for 2 years now, so I'm enjoying it. Good. Do what you enjoy. Plus, if it makes you better at art, that's a good thing. It's good. Yeah, I think as long as you get some nice tier set bonuses for some of those classes, they could be better. Apparently, I don't know how to make tier set bonuses that are good for those classes, though, because Holo still says that Feral sucks. So, like I said, I need someone who knows what they're doing with Feral. Okay, I don't know this place instinctively, so I have to figure it out again with maps. Probably going the wrong way, but that's okay. I swear I had the sounds for Elemental Blast, but I guess not. I don't even know what sound I am using for Elemental Blast at the moment. No, that's right. I don't know. I'm hearing a lightning thing in the background, that's why I'm like... It's like Rogue meets Warlock. Oh yeah, we changed the lightning bolt sound, I forgot about that. Because Belgarth wanted me to, even though he doesn't play Shaman. Or the repack. I'm just tired of drawing grass and stone and placing 1,000 trees. I don't blame you. I had a major brain fart on the cutie boss, so that's why I took a break. I was like, okay, I got the cool visual stuff, like it's laid out and ready for me to just continue, but I just, I was like, okay, I need a break from boss scripting, and I do need I need to fix Illidan, because Illidan is breaking progression and the entire repack. And probably Calicos as well. They need to be doable with bots, and Illidan is just crashing the client when you try him, so... But that's because of a recursive R that you get over and over and over again. I don't know, man. Sometimes I just want... I figured Azerothcore would actually be working on Black Temple by now, but maybe not. And Ursa didn't help because it's the same design, yeah. I've played a lot this week. I'm level 54 prop pally. Played a lot in the repack, or a lot in retail? If you're playing the repack, you should stream. Would totally watch it. If you're playing retail, don't stream. I don't care. Oh, good. That makes me happy to hear. Still need to try enhancement tank on the repack. I'm scared of loving it and then it's not being viable. It's viable. If it's not viable, we'll fix it. We will adjust numbers. Honestly, I think it just needs a 4th tree. Enhancement's fine, but Earth Warder would be nicer. Also, I'm going to be making Lightning Shield the go-to for Elemental Shaman, and it'll do the same thing as Water Shield, but I'm thinking about doing some Lightning Shield stuff, kind of like Kata, but we'll see. Not exactly like Kata, but where stacks, basically get rid of stacks of Lightning Shield by casting Earth Shock, and it does increase damage or whatever, but... But yeah, I mean, I think enhancement tanking probably needs a lot of feedback at the moment. Biggest hurdle at the moment is just making sure that we're not killing the enhancement tree, and I know that the changes we made two-hander a lot better. So, there is that. Is Lightning Shield basically the consecrate for enhanced take? No, they get like a... What do they get? So it's kind of like they're super cleave kind of playstyle. Cleavey, cleave, cleave. Yeah, if that makes any sense. So you got Monk Cleave, which unleashes an attack, right? For 240% weapon damage. I changed this recently. Damn it. I just had an ad play, I'm sorry. So, I usually stop those during stream. But anyway, unleashes a fiery cleave, hits 5 enemies, deals 50% more damage to anyone that is afflicted with flame shock, and they'll also take 12% damage over 6 seconds. And then the shield mastery is whenever you actually block, you restore part of your mana and shock nearby enemies. I really think that I need to nerf the amount of mana you get back from that. But we'll see. We'll see. I just didn't want them to have mana issues. That was my biggest thing. It's possible to create a proper Necromancer class, thinking of Necro from Diablo 3. I think, probably. But I don't know. I haven't really created a new class. I've just worked on existing ones. Stone Harry's got a guide out there somewhere for creating new classes. It's on GitHub, I think. I just pulled a bunch of stuff I probably shouldn't have. But yeah, also with the Fire Nova change, Daki, I think it'll be, or almost, I guess, it'll be easier to do Shaman tanking. There's just improvements coming. Most of what I've been working on has actually been Shaman stuff since the last update, so... But the playstyle will pretty much stay the same. But yeah, Maelstrom stacks is basically what you do for AoE, so if you wanted to do Chain Lightning, you pull Chain Lightning more or less, and then you cleave with Molten Cleave. Probably do Thunderstorm if you wanted to, with Glyph effects attached. Molten Cleave has a glyph that helps reduce the damage you take, stacking up to like 5 times, I think. Too much crap in my bags.
How you doing, man? Don't be shy.
But yeah, they just use typical enhancement gear as well for mitigation stuff. Yeah, how's being a parent going? Because Man, this map is horrible. I think the first few weeks are probably the most stressful because you don't have any sleep. And then once you have the second kid, you figure it out. Pretty much. Kid 1 is all about keeping them alive. Oh right, I'm sorry. I thought it was your first kid for some reason. Second kid, 18-month-old, doing terrible, twos things. Yeah, so you're basically in the same state as I was, or am, currently. It's two kids, man, are, like I said, 4 times as hard. I think I'm going the wrong way. I hate this place. I'm just clearing for experience. That's my excuse. It's a good thing that I made that usable indoors. I think I go that way. I think. Maybe. Or I go this way. Yeah, this way. Yeah, we don't have any room to whine because you have teenagers and stuff, but not really skip ads. I don't like money. Yeah, terrible twos. Yeah, so I would say, do you want, like, player bots or NPC bots or anything like that? Because I suggest, you know, you can always turn that stuff off later, but I would just use the current build of single player project and then update your core if you wanted to, but that's just me. Terrible twos aren't as bad as three-nagers, yeah, well. It's all relative. That's what my wife tells me. Almost teenagers. But yeah, single player project should have a I kinda wanna look now, it's SPP Mangos. Yeah. I think it's yeah. So I think it's this one. Yeah, so I really enjoyed the single player project. I learned a lot from it. I got very frustrated with the bots though, and that's when I decided I wanted to just do NPC bots because I was tired of not killing things. But people have managed to clear max 40 at this point, so I think with player bots, so I think it's fine. Yeah, I mean, if you don't know how to I don't know if you know how to compile, but I think CMangos is a lot easier to compile anyway. And you can find a guide for that if you just Google CMangos. Can we take Fire Blast off the GCD and make fire feel a bit faster? And it's nice. You know, I have mixed feelings about taking things off the GCD. I think part of it is that I don't want to make it castable with other spell casts, because I just hate I hate it when you just macro abilities to your other abilities, you know what I mean? So if you can figure that out, I don't know if that would require a separate flag, but I thought that if you just took something off the GCD, you could cast it while casting something else. Maybe not, I don't know. If you want Fire Blast off the GCD, we can do that though. I'm good with Fire Mage changes. Okay, good. We'll just do that. I just don't want it to be Maul 2.0, you know what I mean? I will put it on my to-do. I do like Fire Mage. And yeah, I think the sooner you can learn to compile, the better off you'll be. And you can also bug ChatGPT, like, hey, how do I merge? How do I update? How do I back up my stuff? Basically, anyone who's doing WoW modding at this point uses ChatGPT for everything, so... yeah, I always just clone my sources. I don't really bother with the zips, but there's a few guides out there too. Video guides. Yeah, no, and it's a lot better at Lua too these days. So I've been honestly, between Lee Wheel and some of the other things that I've been doing, we've reduced a lot of the Lua from the repack. So I'm trying to reduce it more because I do kind of anticipate at some point in the repack's lifestyle merging with player bots. I anticipate it. I'm not gonna promise it, but I do see it happening. And so in order to make that actually happen, you got to reduce the amount of player scripts that you have because they use player data. And player scripts in terms of Eluna are terrible, terribly inefficient. I do think people are going to complain about, oh, my computer, it's not running 3,000 bots like it did on single player project. Well, yeah, I mean, it's a simpler core. This Azerothcore is not as simple. No, single player project is something else. So Ashen Order is my custom Azerothcore with Trickere's NPC bots, modified shenanigans. So yeah, difference is NPC bots, player bots. So NPC bots are essentially combat bots. Player bots, RP bots. But that's an oversimplification. I should just do a chat GPT guide on coding at some point. It's like, hey, here's how you do stuff. You still have to feed it API on occasion, but yeah. Like, the more specific you get with your questions, the better off you'll be. I just totally went full circle, didn't I? And then if you can, like, link it text or stuff like that, that'll be helpful too. Stand there. I'm gonna try to sneak my way across. Yeah, so Ashen Order is its own separate thing, and then yeah, I like the people at single player project, and the developers at Sea Mangos are really cool too. Oh, thanks, Scove. I appreciate it. It is I, Potato Boy, just stopping in to say thanks again for all the work in this amazing repack. You and all the people helping have already made something so special. I appreciate that, man. That makes me super happy. That's my first super chat, so I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been wondering if you've been around or not. If you ever come down south, you should let me know and we can hang out. That's what I think. But hope things are going well with you and your family and whatnot. Got my wife looking at me like, what? Sorry? Oh, she says I've been an awesome dad partner all week. Because I get up at 3 a.m. to watch the kids. That's awesome. Okay, where am I going? I always get lost. I hate this place. I never really played Horde. I mean, I did for Blood Elves, but don't let her to lie to you, it's a trap, right? Thanks, man. You're right, I'm a terrible dad. I don't know. I've been trying to hang out with my kids more. That's part of the reason why also I haven't been doing nearly as many videos or been as active in chat. So I've been trying to just, like I say, it's hard because if I'm not doing videos, I'm doing the repack, and if I'm doing videos, I'm not doing the repack. So I'm just trying to do what makes me happy these days. So first one. It's also the first one I've ever used too. I'll for sure let you know when I come down there next. My next planned trip is Fan X. So I'm not sure if you going family is good. That's good. Fan X. You know, I don't think... I'm curious as to when that is now. I haven't been, but I think my kids would really love it. And it's like in a month and a half. Yeah, we'll let you know, and just poke me on Discord. I probably won't dress up or anything, though. Just as a heads up. I'm gonna totally mention that to my wife now, because I think that would be fun. I've been wanting to go for quite a number of years. So apparently I had a bot on stand. Also, I would just disable ads for live streams, but I want them to run after the live stream, and so I'm not always good at like stopping them midstream. So sorry. Got to get that sweet, sweet 2-cent ad revenue. I'm doing a terrible job right now. But yeah, Belgarth, I don't know why you've been dying so much with 300%. Because it's not like your bots are Iron Man 2. You know what I mean? How's the tanking been on the Paladin? Especially at level 54. He's a big boy. So yeah, we updated some of the swamp models thanks to Atraxian. Atraxian did those. And he added some different geoset groups for them too, so some of them will have the little spikes in the back. I know not everyone's a fan of updated models, blah blah blah, but it's my repack. Someone today was complaining about the paintings that we did. I like your guides, but your paintings suck. It's like, okay, I don't care. You can remove them. You just gotta find them in the right patch. Yeah, Cisco says, my wife and I love going. She likes to dress up, but I definitely do not. I'll message you on Discord about it. It's at the end of the September sometime. Yeah. Not too different from Wrath tanking so far. It's because we're on a Wrath core, man. Well, that's cool that she's into cosplay or whatever. I think most boys dream of that. By the way, Belgarth, my wife saw the conversation about Draenei that we had the other day. Said she felt flattered, but yeah. Well, that's another thing that we've been doing. I'll show you guys after this, because I haven't really updated people as to what's going on. Wife used to do cosplay and then we had kids, yeah. Now it's just the kids that do cosplay on Halloween, right? I love that sound. Such a good sound. I should probably give my hunter this new bow, right? What are these gloves? Yeah, I don't need those. Okay. Got the folder. SPP. Let's see. Skip it. Skip it. Yeah, And then if you just go on the CMangos website, it'll show you how to compile. God, dress up, Dinkle. I mean, I do all the time. I believe it, but you have good features for doing cosplay. I just barely started on my beard, so I don't have as great of manly features. I mean, I guess I could go as something girly, but no one wants that. Oh yeah, so we have one more boss, and then I will show off the new Draenei. I've worked hard on these damn Draenei. I'm sorry, don't mean to swear, but like they've been extremely challenging because they had so many things wrong with their skins. I did clean up some of the other races that we had that are custom. I still want to figure out what the heck's going on with the Night Elf, or not Night Elf, Light Forged hair. Like they have so many bald options, and I don't know if that's because they're missing like a hair geoset or something like that on them too. I don't know. I have no idea. Magical Girl Dinkle. Yeah, I'll go as one of the girls from... Okay, I'm still going the wrong way. Hold on. I don't know. Choose the most juvenile one. So yeah, anyway, there was a lot of issues with skins. There was issues with seams. I don't know if I can show the skins on stream without getting like banned. I'm sure I can, but
How you doing, man?
let us know what you end up dressing up as for Fan X. I'd probably go as like freaking Squall from Final Fantasy VIII because I'm emo like that. Sailor Suit Dinkle, yeah. Sailor Moon. Dress up as the dude from Ramen and a Half. Chick dude. No, I watched that anime as a kid and I had no idea what was going on in it, and then I watched it again recently. I'm like, oh, okay. A list of options and vote on the one on what he has to dress. I don't know. I think my wife's gonna have to pick.
The winds guide you.
I hate how slow this thing moves. I would speed it up, but I feel like it also breaks the immersion. Like, I have sped up other... I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I have sped up other escorts. Not all of them, but just ones that I play with. Sure, we need a Discord poll. What should Dinkle dress up as?
The winds guide you.
We could do an Ashen Order
Greetings.
get together. Meetup, I guess that's what they call them. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing the High Elves next, but I'll show you all the all the problems that we have to deal with. There's so many issues with importing some of these custom races. Does she take bribes? I don't know. I think so. My wife probably takes bribes. She takes bribes for everything. Alright, I'm going too far ahead. Okay. We'll slow down. Don't want my dude to die. Luna Lovegood is amazing. Yeah. You want me to go as Luna Lovegood. My wife always. Oh, sorry, I missed the message. So my wife always goes as Luna Lovegood for at least one of the days. Yeah, that's cool. I think Harry Potter cosplays are always good. Wanting the ring off the last boss, yeah. Yep. By the way, if no one's caught on yet, Vesper is actually my wife. She tries to support me in a covert way. Here on YouTube, at least. Poll is up. Oh my gosh. What does your poll say? Squall. Guy in his pajamas. Okay, hold on. I wanna... He chose the wrong time to do this. Here's all the options. Squall. Guy in pajamas. I like that one. Sailor Moon Dinkle. Magic Girl Dinkle. Luna Lovegood. I vote for Guy in pajamas. That's what I'm voting for.
The eternal sun guides
Luna Lovegood would be hilarious because I'm so freaking tall. Dinkle. Sorry for revealing your secret identity. Way to out me, man. I like my anonymity. Yeah. My wife's a great person. Very patient with me. Deals with all my crap. She actually tries to encourage me to do streaming and video nights, even though I get like super unmotivated. I have a Charizard onesie. I do. Dinklezard. It's funny. So yeah, I think kids would like FanX. The second one will be what, 6 months by then, something like that. You can just nap. At the very least, we should just go to lunch. You know, whatever we can manage, I think would be cool. Guy in pajamas would be comfy at least. I'd keep telling my wife and friends we go with, we need to go in Squirtle onesies and wear sunglasses like the old school. Yeah. So funny. Turning red, Dinkle. I should probably not stand close. Oh, goody. So the source is already on the repack, on the repack Discord. I always leave it up. And as far as compiling it for Linux, there's some people who do it, but I don't know how. I think that this model is hilarious because, like, if you try to attack something, the shield will be there, and then the mallet in the other one. I don't know how to fix that, but you fix it by just sitting and it goes away. But anyway. Next time I'm down there, I'll message you in advance. Was just at the Olympic Park a few weeks ago and didn't even think about it. Yeah. Nope, I'm down. I like meeting people. Russian Ranger and I have hung out a few times. Really cool dude. Okay, let me show off the Drain Eye that I've worked so hard on. And then I'll show you all the issues with the Blood Elves. Yeah, it'll continue to get updated as long as the repack's around. I do have a dev. I mean, it'll probably get updated the same time whenever the repack gets updated because it's just reasons. But so Drain Eye. So we got the male ones, which are fine. I mean, it's whatever. We got new tail length stuff for them. Male are fine. The male work out just fine. Female ones. So they have new hair options. Right? The eyebrows are a little bit less defined. We had to do a lot of work on the face and makeup. I had to clean up the textures on the face and skin. And I'll show you why some of this stuff is the way it is. And why you get less fidelity on some models than you do in others. And maybe we'll do kind of like a basic guide to porting races or something. I do have kind of a guide that I had written up for someone, but now we have new horn styles as well. What else? Yeah, I mean, I like them. I suffered a lot during this process though, so let's just do a shaman. And we'll do also Tonados managed to actually import the dress NPCs from Trinity, so that's good. What? Sorry, that's super loud. And we've created a ton of custom NPCs at this point, so yeah, I mean the run animations are still good. And we're trying to get the new casting animations, which is why we're fixing stuff. So Fink got a visual update because he's an outfit NPC at this point. So did she. Dinkle did as well.
The Legion's end draws near.
Let me slow down. I'm sorry. So this is the individual progression thing. And then this is the challenge mode thing, so it just looks like my paladin. And people can do this super easily, so you just create a character, you put the gear on you want, and then you do command outfit, and then you put the NPC ID and it'll insert everything for you, because I made a Lewis script for it. So maybe I'll show you an example, but yeah. Let me see if I can get to the other one. We have new broken models, so we have the female ones now too. So this is another outfit created NPC. This is a light forged created one, so we can actually make some of the custom races now. Let's just go to Exodar and all. Yeah, so this guy is the emblem transfer person is now a Panda. The only downside is they won't have like a sound when you interact with them, so you have to use. So you have to do stuff with that, but it's okay. The Draenei only have Draenei only have sound because they have existing models with sounds, because they're used as NPCs already. Just trying to find a person that I want to actually outfit. I guess we could update the peacekeepers if we wanted to, but some of them are males, so you want to make sure that it's they only have one model type when you do updates. But let's go to let me just wander a bit. Hold on.
Welcome. Browse at your leisure.
I'll probably update a blacksmith. How about that? We'll do that. Or a jewel crafter.
The Legion's end.
Let's do blacksmith. Where is blacksmithing? I need to find a guard. I feel like they're up here somewhere though.
Arcanon Poros.
Blacksmithing. All the way on the other side. So if you go to like named NPCs, then they'll turn out better. I'll show you the because I did use some of the Illidari models as well to update. But here's how it works. So we're gonna modify this one. This is a good model though, so hold on. This is a bad model. We'll do that one. So all you do is the command outfit and the NPC ID, and the reason why I like LVUI so much is it actually has the NPC ID in there for you. So outfit 16751. Make sure you type it in correctly, otherwise you're going to be deleting data that you don't want. And then I like to press the command a couple times because the server doesn't like SQL inserts. And then all you do is restart the server. And I switched to my display thing now, just because I'm going to be showing some other stuff with the races. It's also a good idea to make sure that the NPC that you're changing has the mirror image flag. I made it so that they get it automatically, but sometimes it doesn't work. So there you go. We got a new NPC. It doesn't look like she got my equipment info though, so let's make sure that happened. She might just see outfit 16751. I just want to read. Okay, so that should probably be fine, but she probably needs a creature add-on thing, so just do that, and she will have things. So as long as they have an insert in the creature add-on table, they'll usually have the creature equip template as well, and it looks like we do have that, so I'm just restarting again. but super easy to make NPCs, custom ones now. Oh, this is Azerothcore. We just changed the icon on the Azerothcore thing. Sorry, this is like my favorite aspect of one of the features that we got recently. And so I've been kind of going crazy with it. So making custom NPCs is just going to be so much easier. So much easier. Uh-oh, did I freeze? I had a crash. That's the first crash I've had in a while. What caused it? I didn't even get a crash log on that one. Wonder if I accidentally exited out of it or something. I don't know. I have no idea. Okay. Log in. Try again. Probably just accidentally exited out of the window. Yeah. Stupid. So, okay. So that is one of the issues with already spawned NPCs sometimes, is that they don't get their weapon equips, and I wish Azerothcore would fix that. So sometimes moving them fixes it, but if that doesn't work, then you just delete them. Just make sure you're not deleting any scripts associated with them. So I don't recommend doing this, but see, add 16751, and now she has her equipment. I wish they would just fix that, because it makes it super obnoxious when you're updating creatures sometimes. But oh, I probably did hit the X, yeah. But yeah, so that's it. And then I probably thought it was an add-on that I was closing, but one thing I have noticed is that the fidelity of the models is slightly less for some reason. Like, you can actually see, I don't know if you can see it on stream, but you can see some of the seams more than you can actually on player models, and I don't know if that's just because they're rendered differently. Probably is. I did take some time to update the base NPC models as well, just so that their armor doesn't look super pixelated. With Draenei, at least, I haven't got. I tried doing it with Blood Elves and Night Elves, but their equipment is a different fidelity from their actual faces and skin, so I'd have to just redo the entire baked NPCs. The brand. I want to show off the new. Maybe you guys have seen these models before, but the new broken models from Leviathans, I hadn't implemented those, and you can actually create custom NPC outfits for them as well. Basically anything that is a race defined in race DBC, you can do that with. But you also got female broken, because, you know, some people wanted that, I guess. Kind of disturbing if you ask me, but yeah, so let's look at some of the race stuff. And I did do a release on Patreon for some of our old races. These were races that were sent to me by Kebful from Duskhaven. And we have a lot of them. These are basically Shadowlands races. So Draenei, they came with these skins. Most of the skins looked like this. And so there was some seam issues. You'll notice, I don't know if you can see the pixelation on some of the skins or whatever. But they were supposed to look like this, and I couldn't get them to open up in Blender. So I had to do everything by hand through PNG and Photoshop. And then I updated the skins to make it not pixelated. Duh. But you can't like 2x upscale anything, so you have to like overlay and all this fun stuff. It was a fun process. So with Draenei, so this was the old Draenei face model, which is why you can tell, like you can see a little bit more detail in the eyebrows, because they're only fitting that into the BLP texture. But for the new models, you have to fit a lot more in because there's a lot more going on for the model, so the fidelity is a little bit less. But like I said, I did upscale those. And then the skins I'm still kind of sort of working on. See if I can find them again. But like the difference, so that's the old skin. Maybe I took the new skins out. Anyway, the new skins look better. So yeah. But yeah, I like the Grand. The Grand is amazing. The Grand is a great zone. I don't know why some people have server or client crashes when they extend their view distance so far. I usually don't. But yeah. Blood Elves. Let's talk about Blood Elves though, because I would have to update both Blood Elves and High Elves at the same time. And so that would be a bigger pain in the butt. And the reason why I have to do that is because I'm getting server crashes. And I think it's just model related. I don't know. It's related to character sections, but there's a lot of issues with a lot of the skins. And I will try to fix them as best as I can. Belgarth has already done some of that, but I just don't want to end up importing two races for it to just crash the client anyway. But like this face right here, like how am I supposed to fix that? You know, I don't know. We'll figure it out because they have some really cool options as well. They have like new earrings and stuff. And then I did make some changes to Void Elves recently. I really hated some of their eye options. And Carr sent over, he's one of our developers as well, he sent over some new eye options, and so I overlaid them onto our existing ones. So now we have feline type eye options for Void Elves as well. We got blue or purple, but yeah. Eridar we cleaned up. I did fix one of the color offsets for the female Eridar. I still need to do it for males. Part of the reason why that they have an offset in their color is because someone created new skins and they did overlays and they didn't realize what the heck they were doing. So you got one version of a skin where it's like darker and slightly lighter. So yeah, Belgar spent like half an hour on one of the Blood Elf faces, and there's I don't know. There's certain things I don't like about the... Like, that looks fine, but I don't think that bald looks good on these guys anyway, so... But anyway, we'll figure that out. And then we cleaned up the light forged skins. I did clean up the high elf skins a bit too, even though they didn't really need it. They're a lot more crisp. Crisp like a potato chip. I reverted some of their skin options though, I will admit. So they don't have tattoos anymore. There's a couple reasons why I did this. Hey, look at that! Got a client crash. This is again why I think that high elves are the issue when it comes to client crashes. Something with character sections. But right now, basically the process for doing NPCs is you gotta get the creature display info, you gotta get the race info, display info extra, because you gotta update all the NPCs in the game, you gotta do the models, and once you have that all done, then you import it and you try it out and you hope it doesn't crash. But yeah, it's like, yeah, I think I could try to show. I kind of want to show a guide on how to do it, but it requires that people have an existing like races to go from. But considering I uploaded some custom races onto Patreon, I think people could have figured that out. We had Kultiran, not Naga. But yeah, I mean, we have option for other stuff. I think their Zandalari trolls are good. I do want to do... What do I want to do? I want to do trolls at some point soon. I don't really care about the Scourge. I don't care about humans, but I know Belgarth does. There's definitely more options with them. Let's see. And their faces are probably not as bad. Night Elves. Night Elves will be good. View large. Yeah. So they got the fiery options for those. I got a lot of random stuff. And I guess if we wanted to ever overlay tattoos onto our current Night Elves, we could do that as well with these. For the faces. Pandas still suck. I thought about just doing Dark Iron and saying too bad, so sad. The Tauren are actually high mountain Tauren, and I actually ported these over for someone on Discord recently. There's a couple issues with how some of the eye stuff shows up, but I think that the models are pretty good overall. Yeah, pretty much the only things that you want for animations are Night Elf and High Elf. So yeah, that's the next obnoxious project. Essentially, is what it comes down to. Or something else. I was gonna show Black Temple guys. But yeah, one of these days when I'm feeling particularly ambitious, I'll probably do like a 4-hour stream of how to import custom races. Speed 10, LBT. So the ones that are on Patreon, yes, can be used on any client. Or repack, rather. That's Wrath of the Lich King. You just have to follow the instructions. Yeah, that's pretty much that. I think they'll work. I think so. You might need some of Kyle's patches. I think the only thing that might not work is the creature display info extra, but I'm not entirely sure on that one. So, but they should work out of the box. Those are our old models. There are old races, so they had some issues, but I had to fix those issues, and then I don't have those issues saved anymore because we moved on to new races. So you'll have to fix those issues again, but we have new models for our demon hunters. I actually had to create new NPC IDs just to vary these because they have multiple models. I'm really annoyed that we have to flip a number of these glaives in WoW Model Viewer so that they're not just both right-handed. I wish there was an easier way to do that. And yes, I've tried the Alistor hand flip script thing. Some question, but is there still a faction change NPC in the capital cities? There is, and you can do that now. That is by the barbershop.
State your business.
That doesn't sound right.
Anubilore Delana. Anaria Shola.
Sounds, man. Okay. This is part of the fun stuff with modding. So,
The eternal sun guides us.
getting to this target display ID if you want to fix stuff like this. So 203.37 is model ID 6015. We gotta get that. So creature model data. Character blood elf. Female. And where's your extended display? Maybe I already passed it. Right, it's actually on the creature display info. 21503. Sound ID. That's the wrong one. Hold. 20337. It's a very manly sounding female blood elf. Okay, extended display ID. Yeah, I think race changes are mostly, or faction changes are mostly fixed at the moment. Mostly. Uh, 1338. 9. I'm pretty sure that the sound is on creature display info extra, if I remember right. No, it's not. Where'd you go? $197 incorrect. So that's 194. So we gotta look for. So I'll probably just use the same sound for these guys. Just kidding. Let's try that. So display 3373. I just want to see if that fixes it. But that's another female model. This is another male model, so I don't know. That's hilarious. We're gonna mess with things. This is what happens when you trust certain DBC files to do their job. I don't think all NPCs do that, by the way, but we're gonna find out. I should just make an SQL query to fix all those, but
The eternal sun guides us.
there you go. Fix the sound on
A new
at least a couple of those.
Anaria Shola.
The dark times will pass.
But yeah, again, like I say, there's no sound on those NPCs that are created with the outfit. I think the outfit's gonna make things a lot easier.
Valadash Malanori.
Oh man, I'm so annoyed that this is
Glory to the Sindorai.
happening.
A new Belor-
I'm gonna have to go around and check all the freaking blood elves again. So 20336. Got girly sounding male blood elves, which is, I mean, they look kind of girly, so. How'd you learn the structure of those files? Honestly, it's the same thing I tell people when it comes to learning languages. It's just spaced repetition. So just doing it over and over again. I mean, you look stuff up enough and you mess with stuff enough and it just kind of comes to you, right? So go to Stormwind and change Prince Anduin voice sound to be masculine. Honestly, I just want to revert his model because I hate that model. I'll change it to Jaina's voice. How about that? I updated this old high elf model, by the way, which was a very ugly model. I don't know if you guys have seen these knives before. Let me see if I can. But they are pretty cool. Let me slow down. Speed 1. Yeah, so it's little brain daggers. These were never implemented. So I've been trying to import more of the older stuff that never got imported, but
Greetings, citizen. Enjoying your stay in Stormwind?
I'm sorry, that's hilarious.
Greetings, citizen. Enjoying your stay in Stormwind?
Oh, we're gonna fix that one too. All right, display. And these are custom commands to get like display info that I made a long time ago just to make my life easier. But 31201. I just want to look and see what the original model ID was. So I'm gonna go open up the original 31201. Azerothcore creature display info. I've been meaning to switch them back. I don't. Some people do these HD updates for their patches and they make changes that make no sense. This is why I like all the Atraxian stuff, because his stuff makes sense. So 79. Just gotta go back into our server DBC1. Switch that to 79. Pray it works. Katrina Prestor needs an update, if you ask me. Let's see. Sorry, I might have a work thing. I know it's late, but... It's like Anduin wasn't even that old until Cataclysm or something.
Enjoying your stay in Stormwind?
Yeah, so obviously I need to find, there's something I missed, and I probably missed the textures, so textures will be right there. I have to go look at the old thing again. I was hoping he just didn't have any textures, so that's my fault. Yeah, human skin kid. Peach. Looks like a mummy though. Textureless boy. I do want to do some basic model porting guide at some point. I need to get back on the guide train of like producing at least one video a week. That's just a guide. Just need to make it a habit again. We updated a lot of the loading screens recently too, like even more so. There you go.
Citizen.
He's fixed. We got Boy Anduin back.
Enjoying your stay in Stormwind?
Light be with you.
You guys want to do a model update for her?
Well met.
Kind of want to fix that staff too, because it's a little dark. Slacker. I know I'm a slacker. Let's make a female NPC. This is so much easier than messing with like WMV. I'm so glad that we have this as a feature now. Let's just randomize this a bit. What skin color should Prestor have? Actually, should she be old or young? That's what I want to know. I give her a noble face. Noble person. I am kind of looking forward to updating the human models just for the new hair textures. I think those will be good. I'll just go with... I don't want to just go with the same. Young with darkish skin. that-ish, darkish. That's got tattoos on it. I don't like these tattoos. I do like these tattoos, but I wish. Like her siblings. Oh yeah, like Alex Straza, I guess you could say. Yeah. Black hair Dinkle. Piercings, do we want to give her any nose piercings? Probably just the standard loops. Katrina, Prestor. I think I can do spaces now. Dang it. I thought we fixed this a while ago, where you could actually use... Maybe it was the lowercase stuff. Yeah, we can use... I don't know. I swear Aldori sent me a fix for that. Okay, Punk Rock Oni. So... need to give her a little robe. Also, you're spoiling it for everyone. So loud. Has anyone done any of the weekly raids yet? Oh, I gotta show you guys. There is I've been working on city NPCs. So got, you know, the dancers on the mailbox. I didn't put her on the mailbox because when she spawns in, sometimes she goes through the mailbox. There's like 5 of those. We got this guy who runs around the city. And we got another guy who AFKs. And yes, I got them to jump. I got an NPC to freaking jump. I am so proud of that accomplishment. Those dancers won't spawn all the time, and you can delete them if you have kids. I just thought it was funny. Yeah, we could make a pact. I want to do like a creature pool. I do want to create more of these guys that just kind of wander around the city, though. I have some. I have one in Ironforge that trains skills and does crafting and stuff. I think this one does that. No, it's not Lua. This is mostly an SQL, actually. Yeah, I'll show you guys my favorite one in Ironforge. So he just trained his weapon skills. Trained them. And then he goes back to the auction house. Oops, hold on. I get easily distracted, in case you haven't been able to notice, but Ironforge. Usually there's a little warlock. There he is. So he'll spawn in different places, and he'll be somewhere over here, but just sitting there AFK. Let me see if this guy's dead or not. No, so he's off doing bot things. There's no pole dancer there. Or sorry, mailbox dancer, same thing. This other NPC does a lot more. Like he'll go... There he is. So he's right here. He'll wander around Ironforge. People have been like complaining about not having city like player or NPC bots, so I've been like, fine, we'll just create some scripted ones that just do nothing but wander around. He does probably the most wandering out of all of them. Yeah, this is mostly waypoint scripts. And then trying to get the right like jump height value was super hard. Just a lot of testing. Stands there for a second. Where am I going? And then he moves over here. He goes to the warrior trainer. Learn some new skills. Yeah. Yeah, he makes a lot of trips. Like he'll go craft some stuff too, and you can see what he's crafting. But that's Ironforge. I've got at least one in every city at the moment, except for like Silver Moon City and Exodar because no one goes there, and Darnassus because no one goes there either. Orgrimmar. So mostly just Stormwind, Orgrimmar, Undercity, Ironforge at the moment. So here's another mailbox dancer, and again, like the dead NPC you won't see because they have GM mode on, but this one is a Taran. But waypoint scripts are probably the easiest things to learn initially, because you just have them do certain actions when they reach certain places. Like I'll have them emote hello and goodbye because that's what players do for when they're talking to the auction at least, or talking to certain things. The jump looks a little bit less good on the Taran, but that's okay. And then we have another AFK NPC here. And she'll be AFK around the city too. Just depends. Anyway, should go back to Katrina Prestor. Alright, Belgarth, give me some ideas for clothes. We're gonna follow him around, by the way, while we do this. I'm so proud of these guys. He'll also mount up eventually. I feel like we need a decent robe or something. Something that's dragonish. Shrinebreaker chest guard. Hopefully there's a robe. So he learns some stuff. And he'll craft some things. Brown leather shirt. I did add some new tabards recently too. Hid some on a couple of vendors, so you'll have to figure that out. I think YouTube is going to force me to push an ad, by the way. But yeah, now he's mounted. But I do like this one, so we're going to do that. Except I don't have male proficiency. Okay, I can cheat. So, Shrine Breaker, Chest Guard. We're going to look at some Transmog. Yeah, I mean, just the purpose behind all these guys is to create some ambiance. I hate Wowheads so much. There, tattered wizard robe. How about that? Or do we want something from like Dragon Soul or something? There you go, Mystic Wrap. Transmog UI chest item. Okay, that's new. Interesting. What do you do? The Gilneas Noble Clothes? I don't know. I don't know what we want to do. Cloth, raid, mage. Okay, legs. What color did I choose? I chose green. Let's do red. So red. Actually, the robe is better. Let's do that. Boots. Yeah, I think this will work, Belgarth. At least for her. I just need a belt. There it is. Fortunately, it's a 3D belt, though, and I don't like putting those on NPCs, because they'll turn out green on occasion. Where'd the gloves go? The helmet. I don't want the helmet. Okay, so we got that. I don't remember the name of the stupid staff. But yeah, those city bot NPCs is kind of what they take forever, to be honest. Like, it's just going to be one of those things that do over time. When you use the outfit feature, how do you get your changes propagated to the DBC? So it's all server side, so you don't have to do anything. That's part of the appeal for why we made that change. Plus, you can, yeah. I mean, it's just we did it server side. Still need a cool staff. Yeah, let's look at staffs. I mean, that staff is fine, but did I just get rid of my staff? I probably did. Item, staff. Oops. This is just a placeholder. It's not a bad stuff though. Variances. Really do hope that I really do hope Aldori can fix some of this, because it's really painful to have to look at this way. Oh, there we go. We can use the Terracosa staff. How about that? Or actually, that's the rune staff in Nordrasil. Odrassil. Whatever. Let's do that. Oh, it's because I have to be level 60, whatever. I don't know. Tentacle staff. Corn on the cob staff. This is the next staff that Tom Keck is going to be updating, I think. Yeah, I feel like she deserves like an artifact weapon. Good item. Okay. Now let's do the green, purple one. That doesn't look too bad. Yeah, I mean, this is how I waste my time these days. But you gotta have fun interspersed with the
Need help? You need something?
Oh, you also sent me one. Future blue. I do like the monster staff 2H. For 30 future.
Need help?
It's hard to tell what color to use though. It's just the lighting. Did I not add it? I swear I added it. purple? Or red? See, the danglies work on this staff. You know what I mean, Belgarth? Just saying. Yeah, I vote for either. I probably vote for the green one, to be honest. Okay.
What's your problem?
You're my problem. Outfit 1749. Don't want to paint weights on 900 items. What are you going to have to paint weights on for 900 items anyway?
Knock it off.
The new WMO thing that you're doing. Belgarthia. That's really cool. Save that somewhere. Okay, let's do for your danglies. Oh, I see what you're saying. I don't think it's a weight thing. I think it's just like a sprite. What did Tom call it? Called it, but it's not gravity. Alright, there we go. Got the new Lady Katrina press door. Doing great. Now looks more like a warlock, but that's okay. I think it works out. I should probably...
Light be with you.
All I ever wanted was to study.
King's honor, friend.
What?
What can I do for you?
What?
Well met.
Stormwind
Need
is
help?
reborn.
Greetings.
I just changed this guy.
Well met.
That's frustrating. Okay, he's got to have more than one. Creature template model. Why does he have two models? That's what I want to know. Two potential models for that guy. Alright, we're getting rid of the other one. Like, no, I'm a big boy now. I'm a real boy. They jump so great.
What can I do for you?
Well, I mean, I could add a... I'm trying to find a female human.
What brings you here?
Whatever. She'll be soundless for the moment. I'm sure someone's going to complain in the repack community. She doesn't have sound when I interact with her. It's like, yeah, I know.
I supply only the finest goods.
There's no women in Storm.
Looking
There's
for
one.
something specific?
Oh, that's not the kind of... So you gotta be careful, because the sound on vendors is different from nobles, is different from warriors.
Well met. Hey there. Can I help you?
1815. So... Okay, I'm trying to remember, Katrina. I really wish Kiera would update their creature template model. So 50, by the way, is just the default human model. The 1815 is the human model for creatures. So that's why she doesn't have sound. But... Manduin. Yeah, sometimes his voice is very low. Sometimes it's very high. Does look pretty good. This is why you're the artist and I'm not. Yeah, I mean I don't keep up with retail like I said.
Enjoying your stay in Stormwind?
Yes, now that I'm with you.
Hello.
There you go.
Need help? Can I help you? Well met.
I feel like her gossip menu's not right.
I am Varian,
I'm trying to
but
think
I am
here.
also Logosh. The Alliance will forge a new destiny for Azeroth.
When we do TBC, we're probably going to do an instance with King Varian, and it will be it'll be basically a Caverns of Time instance, all through wetlands, not wetlands, Dustfall and Marsh. I think that'll be a good custom instance. Gotta keep up your lore, it's true. But anyway, I think that's going to be it for me. Going on tonight and in the morning, so thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more, and you can always check us out on Discord or Patreon. But until then, I will see you guys on the other side of Azeroth. Have a good night.